5% don't really rise, and you need to know all that. So I will be communicating with you. I'll be talking to you about Nigeria education, the sectors, the phase where we say we they see, and the crisis where we say they really happen, about funding, the poor infrastructure, lack of quality teachers too as well, and lack of school population for north, this southwest where we did so. A lot of things is really happening, and now why I really bring one of the retired teacher down to this place. You have that opportunity to really talk to me right about now. If you are a student, primary school, secondary school, because majority they for holiday right about now. And one of those things we say yes, it make me they happy because I heard from my grandma, my mother, like we say, oh, I want more until lost bisha, money bisha would. They came to your house, money oh yeah, hello kid grandma. Now grandma said, you can't just come to my house. Go and learn something new. When you learn something, yeah, it's going to help you out. I'm my creation. Oh, that is so beautiful, really. Okay, kill them one call. Waiting then and say one they learn babbing. The one way be girl, they learn hairdresser. Oh boy, only me know who there. I will not lie to you, yo, because if then they with your mama, I don't think say that kind of mentality will come. I really appreciate that one. Even me, I want to tell you this time around. Say this my profession as a broadcast journalist does not even stop me not to learn more and even to really learn and work. Right about now, Munia Eworo. Mo dẹ̀ ní bí ilẹ̀ díẹ̀ tí mo fi ń dáko díẹ̀ mi ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa. Ṣùgbọ́n if God help me very well, my Eworo, somebody na him dey train am for me because I no sabi the kind food wey e go chop, but I know you can get the eworo wey dem dey call rabbits. If you reproduce through those ones and they sell, and you will make some money. Now I don't know the kind food where they are, they learn small, and the money where they take the train am, e get the way e be. Baba Beji wey dey in front of Oluwalo Library, and I they help me they do. But this time around, I don't see a lot of people who say they want cross beat, and when you want to cross beat, you have to give me money, and you give me two pikin when they born picking finish, Abby. So we are just learning, in different aspects. Now we there for Ekiti. I not gonna lie you, and I have Mr. Somi Ogun Miluyi, a retired teacher. You are welcome, sir. How are you, and how is it going to?
Je suis bien, merci.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Awesome quoi.
All right. The thing really they very funny in case you never really know who this man be. This man are correct native of Edo Ekiti.
Yes.
And wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìjọba, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ṣiṣẹ́ káàkiri àgbáyé. Now I will not lie to you. He sabi French very well. The man sabi French. I met with him and he has been a very wonderful person to me. And we are going to be talking about the education in Nigeria, most especially in Ekiti this time around. There are a lot of people that are still in service in different government prosecutors. And how do you think we can actually develop our Ekiti educational sector?
Premièrement, bonjour tout le monde. Bon, having said that, at least to introduce myself, je m'appelle Sami Ogumiloye.
Ma son English àbí Yorùbá àbí èdè yín.
Je suis l'indigène d'Edo Ekiti ici. Et vraiment du Nigérian.
Okay.
Bon. Having said that, by way of introduction, Ilé Sami Ogumiloye la gé kúrú sí Sami.
Okay.
Ọmọ Ìdó níbí ni mí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ń sọ, ìgbà tí mo kọ́ṣẹ́ tí mo parí grade 2 teacher education, mo kọ́ṣẹ́ photography. Ibẹ̀ yẹn ni mo ti wá ń lo Sami photos. Mo rántí ìgbà kan kí n tó cancel Facebook account yẹn nígbà tí fóònù mi sọnù. mo ń jẹ́ ilé Sanmi Ògúnmilóye aka Sanmi Photos. Tí n bá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ níbí nígbà mìíràn ẹ máa rò pé bóyá mò ń polówó ọjà. But
No.
having said that, sir,
ẹ polówó ṣe ẹ rẹ́gísítà Sanmi Photo yẹn.
mo register mo ti dàgbà mi tẹ́ ṣe gbogbo wàhálà wọn yẹn mọ́.
ẹ nísìnyí.
Right now I take my rest. The government has asked me to go and rest and I'm resting.
And when you rest now, how do you get money to feed yourself out? How is your living like?
I'm thanking God. I do small farming too.
Okay.
Yóò agbára ò sí mọ́. But síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ the little tíjọba ń fún wa à ń gbà.
All right. Well, from your introduction, you have to let us know where you work, your profession, then your age, most importantly.
I think I'm a year older than Nigeria. So if Nigeria is 64, it means I will be 65. If Nigeria is 63, then I will be 64. I worked in some schools, though I never taught within these those local governments.
Okay.
Shortly after my secondary education, I was a beneficiary of UBE, the UP then, when Obasanjo used to pay 8 naira for us in the Teachers College. That was precisely, I used to be grade 2, 1981. I think we were the last set that received the 8 naira monthly allowance. So after the education there, I was transferred to Ekiti Southwest, where I worked for some years before I left the service. I think I put up like 15 years. Then teaching was a horrible profession, very horrible.
Why?
No young man will want to stay there. I could remember then if they said this house for lease, not for teachers. Ìyá olóúnjẹ gan nígbà yẹn tó wà ní a sọ fún ọmọ pé tí tíṣà bá bẹ̀ pé ṣé mo lóúnjẹ sọ wọn pé mi ò lóúnjẹ o. Because life was as horrible as that then. Because
I thought that time was really even better than now.
Oh.
Because can you compare both systems this time around?
That time we talk about is like nobody wants to remember his past when it got to that thing. And that is why I give kudos to our excellency in Ekiti.
Okay.
At least for paying the workers regularly, including we retirees. You see, no matter the amount to take monthly, if it's given to you promptly as at when due, you'll be able to plan on it. That time towards 80, 83, 84, 85, teachers were being owned 5 months or more. So we've deleted, how much was the amount? I think I joined the teaching profession on level 4, 150 naira per annum. So, and because of that, I quickly went into photography to aid the little pay. And that gave me a little bonus.
Yeah, but were you able to focus on your profession during that period? Because it's not that easy for you to jump into another profession while you were actually meant to be teaching.
No, it didn't disturb the teaching work. As a teacher, you moved into the classroom between the hours of 8 and come back by 2 or 2:30 at worst.
I was told most of the teachers then were selling pop-off and the rest.
Yes, when hunger will kill people. But at least to salvage the situation, they now jumped into hawking some small things like that. So in my own case, once I came back from school, I went into learning as an apprentice the photographing. That time it was pure black and white.
So you never joined them in selling something?
No,
I
didn't sell things except I focused on the photography.
Was there any extra coaching?
No. Even when we tried to organize extra coachings to boost our pulses, it brought in more depth. Things were not as this then.
What can you say about now?
Now,
right now
it's
then
better.
Because now I have to bring to your notice we have more private schools
yes
than public school, And most of our students, our children, our future, to be precise, they are not really catching up.
Let me tell you, my brother.
I'm your son.
Okay, let me so to say. I mean, but one policy in broadcasting is everybody
Yeah,
here,
equal.
we are
Yeah, man.
equal. Yes. So
Exactly.
now then, all these private schools we see were results of envy from teachers.
Envy
Yes.
from teachers.
Yes. Like my second born, when he was trying to walk, I put him in primary one. No nursery schools then. You will discover that when your child follows you to school, the least class, you put such a child in primary one. And if he's able to cope, you discover before they are age 5, 6, they've moved from primary 1 to primary 2. And this is what the private people now copied. And they begin now to introduce nursery schools. Because
Nursery school.
yes, when they see a teacher's child that just follow his dad or mom to school, becoming something in the nearest future, then the next thing is they introduce schools to accommodate their colleagues from other parents. That's how the introduction of nursery schools.
Yeah, with this analysis, let's look at JAM and the results, after the SSC and the rest. But they will talk about a cut of mark, and later probably the public school or the what's it called? The public school, that is the government school,
Yes.
cannot pick some other people, and before you know, the private school will just try to call some other people and contact them that you can come with your cut-off mark that you failed.
You call it private. Anything organized privately, you want to make money.
But I feel they are really they are more better off.
I doubt that. The fact remains that the government's own thing is being sponsored by the government,
Yeah.
while the private ownership is sponsored by the proprietor
Yes.
So-
Or proprietors.
or proprietress. For him now not to lose out completely, at least you want to do one or two things to make up. And that is just by the way.
So right about now, people that can't even go to government schools, they prefer to go and spend more money
Of
in
course,
private school, because private school is more expensive right now,
more expensive but more regular.
more regular.
I mean, the time schedule is always maintained, unlike in the government,
government.
schools.
Okay.
Only very few people will fail in private schools. Though the government has, with the introduction of the 633 and the continuous education,
Okay.
a typical educationist will tell you there is no reason why a child should fail. Agreed. But then there are some that cannot cope educationally.
Yeah.
And what I mean is somebody who is supposed to go for technical education who is in a literary class may not do well. But if he's there in the technical side, he might function very properly. But all these things are lumped up, they are jam-packed in the government schools. And because of that, the private sector can now come out and define a way of making more money rather than losing to the government.
Are we going to say the price carter under education is failing? Because when you look at that, the private sector, they are really making it up to task for the fact that they want to make money, but the conducive environment is important as well. And when you look at government, environment is not that conducive for some people. Even right about now, I overheard that the federal government actually prepare to feed scholars or schools or pupils.
The government has been doing that before. The question you raised or the issue you raised, there is no how you give a monkey the banana unless you stretch it forth to him. If the government organizes something and the private person is coming, you want to look in a way you will look better than the government. In the past, I don't want to talk politically because I'm not here on the political ground.
Exactly.
But in the past, most government schools or most government institutions are dilapidated. And that's why a private person will now build up a place, an institution, very better building.
Yeah.
It is not the building that makes up a school. It's the learning, the education you impact, the knowledge you give to people that should be paramount. Yeah. But if the government school is not looking beautiful, the private school must be beautiful so that that thing will entice. Somebody is able to afford it. And you know one thing in Nigeria, we love luxuries. We are too, we love
luxuries.
luxuries.
Yeah.
And because of that, somebody may want to withdraw a word from the government institution and put in the private institution. And most private schools, you remember, they don't have the facilities we have in the government schools. For example, playing field, playing grounds, they may not be too available in private schools.
Yeah.
Quote me right or wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We can go out and visit some private schools.
But most of the public schools that you say, okay, playing field, it's filled with grasses. They have to take cutlass down there.
I mean, of course, you have to cut grass. It's natural.
That's public school. In private school, they don't cut grasses.
Teaching ours laziness. I withdrew my grandchildren to public school because I want them to be able to do some fatigue. So, I was in one school teaching in Lagos, a private school. I have to get to the school and wait for the cleaner to clean around the classes. Until one day I called the grown-up girls there. I said, look, if you happen to be my ward, you live with me, you think I will have to sweep this room, the room we live together? For you?
Imagine.
I gave them brooms.
Which is good.
The secretary then ran to me and said, Oga, we don't do this in our school. I said, let the proprietor come. I will let him realize part of the training for this was
discipline.
To discipline and be able to do some things. Before you know it, 2-3 parents came to me within 30 minutes.
And what did
But
they
I
say?
made them realize that I am training your child. And that the type of education I have is not just the learning aspect of education alone.
What was their complaint when they
The
came
complaint was that I made their work to sweep, that they paid for all those things. I said, look, I'm canceling it.
Wow.
Yes, and I did.
What was your level of profession as a then? Were you just a teacher or probably a headmaster?
I was supposed to head the school. Let me put that language.
Okay.
They put me there. They say I should.
So you supervise.
I should supervise. So I was supervising even without the money, but at least I was there. So that enabled me to introduce that level of discipline and skill acquisition to the world.
Yeah, that will actually bring me to the level of selective subjects. And when we look at Nigeria education today, if you look at the way the syllabus is, right about now, a lot of parents are really, they are complaining. I don't know if you still have kids.
Let's hear the complaint from you.
I'm not. No, don't let me say I'm complaining.
No,
but
you said some of the parents.
Some of the parents,
Yes.
way back when we were actually coming before I have my own children, like literature, my sister or my younger ones can actually make use of my textbooks.
Good.
But this time around, they changed syllabus like no other. They cannot make use of those books any longer. Macmillan that we used those days is no longer in functioning. They change a lot. Like those years, I think we have Introtech. There's nothing like Introtech. So a lot of things have really changed, and I really want you to really talk about this.
I think
this time around, excuse me, please. So now, when you buy, like those days, because most of this our internship, our intern student that come down to this place, they don't know what they call Richard Corey, salute to the elephant, all those things, huh? Way back, where we study, where we get them for brain. We had it in brain, we get them for our brain. But this time around, they don't go through it. They're not even like Wale Soyinka and the rest. They are reading something else.
I think let's be firm with ourselves.
Okay.
The higher percentage goes to the policymakers.
Okay.
I mean the educational policymakers. And if you are a writer, a writer will want to make more money, and when you are introducing a new book, you just go to these policymakers and you say, you change this. When you have your way, your book is introduced. I got what you are saying quite well. In those good days, once you are promoted, like during this long vacation now, my father used to have one big trunk where we store books, textbooks.
Like a chef?
No, it's a box.
Oh, box?
A trunk box.
Oh, my.
Once you have your promotion, then you carry your list of books. You just go to the box. The previous textbooks used by your brothers, sisters.
Yeah.
You just go there, you search for the ones you need.
So what you need? Thank you. That's the exact thing I'm actually saying.
Now, things are changing. Like very many grammarians nowadays, very many English scholars nowadays may not want to go through reading the books of Prof. Wale Soyinka. They will tell you it's too hard, it's this, that, it's this. So there are simpler authors who will want their books used. I wouldn't blame them too. They are trying to make a way or to make ends meet. And with the policymakers, let me surprise you with one thing. I wouldn't mind, before I leave this place, maybe one person will want to be there. Even when we go through the questions, unlike WASC questions, all these government organized questions, if you go through, you discover that even some instructions were not were not moderated. Some will just release a previous question for another year, including the previous year.
But I think we have regulatory bodies.
We do.
So why those lapses? They are supposed to really regulate and get the facts on how things go on. Right about now, we learn that most of our students are having overnight examination.
I said things are wrong with our policymakers. In those good days, WAEC don't change timetable. And no WAEC examination will go beyond 4 p.m. I wouldn't know.
4 p.m.
I wouldn't know why.
But now,
why candidates will sit in an examination hall 7, 8, 9 p.m.
Oh my.
Even with or without electricity. What are they doing? And why must they be there?
Wow. They are learning. It's part of the education in Nigeria.
Oh my God.
Oh.
You see, within my capacity,
Oh yeah.
one thing I discovered in Nigeria is the people who are government beneficiaries destroy the systems. Quote me anywhere. Most people that now determine the fate of others benefited one way or the other from the government. I remember in those good days, people of my ages will just be in the university. Today, if you see me, I say I enrolled there, you'll be shouting, Baba Kile Tungwa. That was when mature people attend the university.
Yeah.
They are matured in mind, in everything.
Yeah, I remembered when I was still with my father.
Okay.
He used to tell me, when he would be reading, say his colleague would say, Kolade Odaro.
Oh.
That same people that actually went up to go and sleep, they say, Kolade Ekaro. When I say, what have I doing?
Oh.
That I'm watching TV overnight. I'm supposed to be reading.
Oh.
I said, Daddy, mo ti kàwé ní ọ̀sán. He said, Chua, ó yẹ kó máa rest ni. You know? I was like, Omo, the way you guys were actually studying then, I don't think that's where it is right now.
People don't do that again. A parent complained to me sometimes when I was doing a home lesson in Lagos. He said, upon all I spent on this particular word, he still scores below the percentage he expected. Asking why. Then I told my coordinator, I said, I will answer the father. I said, Daddy, give me just one now. I said, I will assess your word. And within the 1 hour, I gave questionnaires. I handed over one to the child, one to the father, and I had one myself. To cut it short, by the time I brought out my findings, I said, Daddy, your word will read but will not study. He said, what do you mean? I said, every time you think he's reading or he's studying, he's only reading. I said, if you want to study, you have your jotter, you have the textbook, you have your pencil. You put some things down. At times you close the textbook, you close your jotter, you recollect some things. That's how to study.
Okay, yeah. With this point now, have you heard of Agberubeso?
Oh, yes, Agberubeso is part of the studies.
Oh, my God. Really?
Of course. I remember when I dabbled into unnecessary thing when I was in the secondary school. And that affected my mathematics.
Oh, my.
So when I got to the teacher's college, I said, I must make up for this mathematics. Then somebody advised me that you can even read mathematics the way you read literature books. What is important is you go through the maths on daily basis. From there, you have some things you beru, then you base up for the exam, then you make your way, you go.
But is that a very good thing? That Agberubeso?
Agberubeso, some educationists said it's not even good. They call it rote learning.
Yeah.
There is no how you go to the four walls of classrooms that you will not beru and you will not base up.
Can you explain that to us? Yeah, and every other people listening to you right now. The Agberubeso, of course, a lot of people, like this one, I'm not sure say don't hear the word. Oh, you understand? You don't hear. Have you heard Agberubeso before?
Oh, it's a method of cramming things.
Oh, yeah, they don't know. Oh. They need to know now. So you have to explain to them. Right about
Tinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, like a diamond. It is Agberubeso.
Yay! All right. A lot of people really need to learn. Yeah,
yes,
man.
rote learning.
Still on top of the same station, Adamimogo 107.7 FM. People will still they come. And I get correct Ogbonge. You be I Chief Baba. How I go put them? I be Mr.
I am still my minister.
Eh. So can you tell us your full name? Is she I Chief ni?
No. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ni mo jẹ́ sẹ́.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni kẹ.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni mẹ́gbẹ̀rún.
Ọmọ lórí á ní.
Ọmọ ibi ni mo
ọ̀ya.
Usoku amúre ọ̀ka ni mo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rin o.
See, I'm learning this language and well, no be small thing.
You are learning seriously.
I have to. I come back, no touch it down. We are still coming up. No be small thing. We know the joke for here. We don't really play along with you. We have to make you be satisfied no matter how the whole level. Do not forget this is Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Do Ekiti with your main man, your personal person, Kbaba, keep pumping, one and only the love doctor, and I get correct special person. We really deal with you. I tell you, I talk about our future. Our education is very important, and then the legacy is very important as well. We've talked a lot, and you go really still they talk and they go. I met with this wonderful Baba some month ago, I think, so I was really impressed, and I told him, man, Baba, I go like make you really show face and this and that, because most of our papas, the way they we really need to know their education and how their professional skills was as a then and now. Is another thing we need to learn, most especially all these Gen Zs. Our Gen Zs, yeah. But very soon, most of this profession self, AI go collect am. Because this one now, rich low internet, You see pikin wey dem no born, dem go say hey don born. Pikin go dey talk. Small pikin o. Ọmọ koko jojolo go dey talk on top internet. I say wetin happen? Ẹ ti fẹ́ ṣàdáyé ìlú sa, ẹ má dàrú. A nírú àwọn bàbá wa níbí. All right, you need to know this. All children, no matter where they live or what their circumstances, ìyẹn ni wípé gbogbo àwọn ọmọdé kò sí bí ìṣòro yẹn ṣe lè le tó níbi tí wọ́n bá wà. Ó yẹ kí wọ́n ní nǹkan tí wọ́n ń pè ní ẹ̀kọ́ èyí tí ó péye. Ẹ̀kọ́ tí ó péye. That's what we call the right to quality education. UNICEF, they do the thing to really support the children. We say then they attend school and where they learn. And individual people too, they do them. And you know, as we really did for years as a kitty and other states where they are there, we go really beg our government and everybody will say they for the position to really do the right thing about our future in this our community or anywhere where you find yourself, where you listen to us. Just try make you do that one. Professor Akinwumi, the Ado State suburb chairman from LA or something. So I go really beg una, make una try una possible best. And Mrs. Kotila for Educational Secretary Mopa. I dey beg una new all of una where they mention and so make una just try una best. Then make una come do advert with us on top of Adamimogo. We really need una. Baba don't really show us one or two things now. I want really thank you, Baba, for coming. Say I call you, say may you come. If now Baba mentioned something, say make them not think say in the partisan. Have you? It's not a political talk, but we just have to say the fact to everybody listening to us this time around. You know, it has been a fantastic time, fantastic period for us to really talk together about education. Baba really good on French. I talk say bonjour. I can't say bonjour. Is it good morning or good day?
Bonjour simply means good day.
I can't hear you, sir.
Bonjour means good day. We use it interchangeably with good morning.
With good morning.
Yes, but the ideal translation is good day.
Okay.
Like when I was in the primary school in those good days, around 1970s, I think 72, a teacher just came one morning like this. He said, we don't say good day again, but good morning. But there is no beautiful day that is not a good day. So the French refused to change their aspect of that greeting. So when we say bonjour, it simply means good day. And when you learn in the four walls of a classroom, you learn French, you will not be ashamed or intimidated even using bonjour up to 4 p.m. because the day is still young then. So bonjour simply means good day.
Good day. So you can actually tell anybody bonjour.
Even now, if you have not met since morning, I still tell you good day.
So you cannot tell me good day. You can tell
yes,
this
like
boy.
when we started the program, that's why I use the good day. Or if somebody is coming in now for the first time joining us, if he says good day, are we going to say it's not a good day?
It's a good day.
It's
and
a
the
good
day
day.
is still going.
The day is still going.
Oh, yeah.
So bonjour means good day.
All right, that's a very good one. But is that your side, or let me say the attraction side of you?
Généralement is accepted. That's how we use it.
Généralement.
Generally. Oh, sorry. Généralement.
You just
oui.
jump into the French level like
sorry,
this.
sorry.
Oh my God. How I wish I can speak that French, very Frenchy. So we go free flow very well.
Except that people run away from it. I don't know why.
But why do you think we don't really have all these alternative languages in Ekiti or South? Because when you look at it, most of our public schools or private school, they don't have French. They can have maybe music this thing. School melody
In Ekiti.
French teacher in
Ekiti. Let's just say in Ekiti. I don't think a private school will run in Osun State, Ibadan, Lagos without a French teacher.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. You have to look for one. Whether by crook, whichever way, you look for one. But the problem here in Ekiti is that I wouldn't blame the government.
Don't you think you can develop something like that Or because you are resting, or because you already a retiree?
The energy is no longer there.
Oh
There
my.
is no how I want to stand up to teach for 2, 3, 4 hours now again. Because,
Oh
yes. Oh, because I have this slim stature. Oh,
no, you are Baba now.
so my children will want me to take some rest. So,
But with what you have, the thing is so precious to this nation.
it's
And yeah,
precious.
it's precious to this nation. Do you really want that to just go with you that way? Do we have anybody like you like that, Baba? That you cannot just impact that into the person's life, and because one day you will go.
You
I'm
see-
not saying you should go now. Don't go anywhere.
I know, I know.
You understand me?
Yes.
So how do you think we are going to do this? And even
If the station we want to organize, I can be a facilitator.
okay,
So, but besides that, for me now to begin to go to private schools and say I teach French, mbao. Jamais. I don't want to do that again.
jamais.
We never.
Jamais is
Jamais.
never.
Never. I don't want that again. You see, you visit the government schools. Only very few schools have French teacher. It's either they have one in the JS class, the junior class. They don't have in the second
senior
level,
class, yeah.
in the senior class. And you can't blame the government. The personnel are not there. If you move to colleges of education, educational institutions, you see a lot of people studying French as just their
Part of the
just-
syllabus.
just to let them go. We call it let my people go.
Oh my.
I know 2, 3, 4, 5 people that studied French, the NC French, Yoruba, French something. For them now to go for the degree, they drop the French and they hook on to the other ones just because they have stepped over with the language French. That is why I cannot blame the government. If the government wants to make it compulsory in schools, where would they get the teachers from? And the people that benefited from free education or sort of things like that, they are not ready to help the government develop others. I mean, that's why I say we have a unique problem in this state and in Nigeria at large. The beneficiaries of government sponsorship are the people that we drop such sponsors when they get to offices. So that's why it's not easy to come by a French teacher. And the French teacher will want to stay in an urban area.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, I realized about Alliance Française. Have you heard about Alliance Française?
Alliance Française,
Oh, yeah.
ça c'est où j'étudie le français premièrement.
Yeah, I had the former director of to Alliance Française was my friend way back, and they used to spend like 4 years.
Yes,
Before the- yeah.
Alliance Française is where I studied.
Oh my.
After my NC, instead of me to progress for the degree
Okay.
and come back and study PGD in French, I went back again as if I was studying O-level French.
Oh.
So I wasted a lot of time studying French because I have the zeal, I have the passion for it. I did it in my WAEC in 1979.
Okay.
And I
what's
got
wrong?
it.
What?
at
You got
credit
it
level.
right?
I mean, I got it then. But
Did
along
you
the
get
li-
it right? Did
Yes,
you pass?
yes. Along the line when I changed the
course.
the course, then later I now moved again to study in Alliance Française.
Do you enjoy it?
Of course.
I
of
love
course.
everything about
Oh,
Alliance
no,
Française.
no.
Oh
You
yeah.
see, when it comes to French, even if anybody
Why
is-
do you think our government is not really giving a support? Because right about now, I just studied that Alliance Française, they are more interested in our culture. They take a lot of people to the France and the rest.
there is no how you study French, you don't travel to a French-speaking country.
Oh, really?
That's
Have you
the
traveled?
reality. I did when I was in secondary school. I did.
Which of the, is it,
Just Togo here.
that's,
I spent for
what should we call that?
it was just a vacation holiday.
Okay.
I mean, you just go there for
San Francisco country, or how will you put it?
we call
French
them
country.
a francophone country.
Francophone, okay?
Yes. While the English is anglophone.
It's Anglophone. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you very
So,
much for this.
all these people studying French in higher institutions, once they get to 300 level or before they graduate, they have to go to a francophone country. All the things they have learned in theory,
Yeah.
it
the-
is
the
then they now
practicalize.
see it in the practical.
Yes, there was once I heard about an interpreter for Lagbaja. They really give the help to Lagbaja, and a lot of people in the
Yes.
industry that really know personally. You know, it's been a very good thing. When I heard and I realized that you really know French very well, I was so happy. Like, oh, really? You know, they're full of good art and stuff. And most of them, I don't think they believe in God.
No,
Do you believe God exists?
God exists, and before God, after God, there is nothing. So there is no human being that will say God does not exist. It now depends on your faith, how you define your own faith. So
Thank you very much. What about your mates? Where una really go school together? Are they still alive?
there are some of them are still alive.
You still call them?
Or we still chat.
You chat? You use WhatsApp too?
Yes.
And how old are you, sir? Sorry.
I'm just 64.
Do you chat?
I do.
You use internet?
Yes.
Oh my, really?
I mean,
Well, that's a good one.
if not that I'm here with you, you know, I could have sent in my comment to your program.
Oh wow.
So I don't.
So you chat? You join us on our Facebook here?
Oh my God, I do.
Oh, so what's your name in case of next time? So if you see you for our Facebook,
I put James.
if anybody there, I bet help me open our Facebook. make I see.
Coco Biota should know.
Who be Coco Biota? Okay.
YYM.
That boy we enter now. He enter now. He come
Sisi
see
Monkele.
all of them enter. Then see you. Be like say you carry special anointing though.
No wahala.
All of them na he enter as we don dey talk.
Ololagba Igiripa ọkùnrin.
Oh my.
So
All right, I will not but make her just greet this Madam Mrs. Omotosho Fan. That he be the Headmistress General for Ekiti North. I would really need your support on top of this show. A lot of people must have been thinking, okay, which level we can carry this kind program go? We go still give you enough because yes, na professionalism now, but this one on top of this level. Imo, I give you double tuale, and every other baba them where they there. Orisha Oko, Pajeje, you can mention them, baba. Do that for me, baba.
Paje.
Yes, sir.
Aba mi awuru ọrẹ ṣàwọkọ mo kí ọ o.
Yes, so yeah. Another.
Ké bàbá ẹ kí mi kí ọ mo kí ọ la o.
Yes, sir.
Ọkàn tí kú múra dún o.
You know.
Ó gbé mi ayọ̀ láti mẹ́yìn. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ á lé o.
Àmì àṣẹ.
Kété hàn nìyẹn ra pátápátá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ké bàbá ẹ kí mi akín o.
Okun.
Ọ̀hìn. Sugar lele.
You know. All right, everybody were really there. Thank you so much for coming, and hopefully we are going to have you more of you. Emma Lossibi Konkon.
No problem.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Ekpe fun Baba.
God
All
bless
right,
you.
for those people with the Father and Mogo Facebook page, Ayodeji Funke, they meet up. I say, Baba, good afternoon. Well done. How was your day, sir? It was so sploofic. Sploofic. Sugar lalai. We not to get ọjọ́ musokun àbí báwo lọ ṣe ń sọ.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ musolókun.
Musolókun. Boy, if you use okun, ó máa lọ.
Ó máa lọ.
Oh my God. I just thank God for this period and this time. Yes, to everybody where they listen to us, anywhere where you find yourself, make you know, say yes, Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Now, there will still they still around the whole level they go. Make me not touch that. By this night, 10 o'clock, I want to teach you now how to love each other and how everything will really go between husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. Even if you're single, you're married, no matter how the whole level be, I go give you now silence as they go. Solo.